So this is the first time I'm doing this with actual quality of microphone. I'm not particularly experienced with talking in videos, so this is an unscripted mess. Anyway, I have previously said that I was going to make a video about like LGBTQ stuff. So maybe I could do that now, but in a different way than I originally planned. I'm gonna do this in maybe multiple parts because I don't think doing this in only one part would be a good idea. And since there is just so many damn flags in there, I can't even count that far. I mean, I can, but I think it would be hard. So I'm gonna talk about the basic stuff like gay people in general. Yeah, so this is like the main thing people think of first when they think of LGBTQ people. Like they're gay, like men loving men and women loving women. That's just the thing that comes to mind first. But of course, it's not the only thing. There are so many more. Being gay is not a new thing. Like there were gay people recorded even in Greek myths, for example. There were a lot of these, a few at least, have characters who are not quite portrayed as being in a men loving women relationship. And yeah, and I think in ancient Greece, I read that once that while they were at war, the men would have relations with other men, and that would be seen as something dominant. Do not trust me. I don't have any sources for this right now. Yeah, and also according to my beautiful source, in ancient Greece, they paired up adult men or adolescent boys as a form of population control. So they thought the gays were useful. And ancient Rome did the same, and the men actually also were partially bisexual, which is weird that it were only the men because women are also a part of LGBTQ. There is a lot of history, and I am partially just taking that from a site. Same-sex marriage is not legal everywhere because, of course, it isn't. Why would it be? The world does not work like that, even though it should be legal everywhere. And it has been made legal in a lot of places, but like, of course, not everywhere. Not everywhere all at once. Yeah, that's kind of sad that not everywhere has applied already. So then there is the general gay is often put in two categories, like men loving men and women loving women, which the latter is called lesbians. And they are, as a definition on says, they are like women or woman aligned and female aligned people who experience attraction to women and other female aligned genders. And the woman aligned and feminine aligned are also, there are also terms for that, but I do not want to explain it right now, so I will leave that to another video. And lesbians are not exclusively people who are biologically women or identify fully as female. They can also be somewhere else on the feminine side of gender, which gender is another huge thing that there's way too much about and I'm not going to talk about. Yeah, so lesbians, there's another thing. The name comes from the Greek island Lesbos, which I maybe read from the site, but I figured that out myself a little. I did not know it for certain, but basically it came from the island. Lesbos is also the birthplace of Sappho, who is an ancient Greek poet and one of the few female writers that actually existed. She is also the origin of the word sapphic, which is a general female attraction to females and can include lesbian, but also other sexualities where you are attracted to women. But I will explain that sometime else. And for that, before lesbian became woman loving women, it was actually just used to refer to the people of Lesbos and stuff like that. Lesbians were negatively viewed in, for example, in ancient Rome. Like, they accepted men being in relationships with men, but not women being in relationships with women, which is incredibly sexist. Early Europe, like, same-sex relationships were viewed in a negative light. Yeah, but in that time, it was regardless of the gender of both people. They were just women loving women and men loving men were both viewed negatively.
Okay, this was added after editing. Sorry for the entire audio, and I'm gonna show you a clip of a blooper afterward. It's funny, and I hope you enjoyed listening to me yap about gay people.